What's going on?
Pirates.
Hello and welcome to another 5-minute review. Today we're taking a look at Uncharted Drake's Fortune and celebrating its 10th anniversary.
You devil.
Uncharted was one of the biggest reasons I purchased a PlayStation 3. The moment I saw the trailers, I was hooked. But what impressed me the most was the character design. Naughty Dog excels at creating memorable characters, so I was curious to see how they would handle more realistic character designs while still retaining their trademark likable charm.
Nate, just pretend for a minute that I don't really care about any of that stuff and cut to the chase, would you?
Well, they absolutely succeeded. Nathan Drake is the protagonist of the story, but the supporting characters, Sully and Elena, get ample opportunities for character development as well. Nate is a wisecracking treasure hunter who knows the history of the stuff he's looking for. Sully is Nate's mentor of sorts, but he could care less about the history as he's just in it for the gold.
Yeah, sounds terrible. Take his wallet.
And Elena, well, she's a reporter out to get this story. But she got stuck with these two goofs after bounty hunters got involved. The chemistry between the trio is the best reason to play this game. Naughty Dog breathed life into the characters, making them believable and fully realized with an abundant amount of likability. The banter between these guys is often hilarious, making the experience an entertaining journey.
Nate, are you even listening to me?
Hanging on every word.
Sure, the dialogue and the story can be a little campy, but that just adds to the charm of Uncharted.
Ah! I did not see that!
The story, as you can guess, revolves around finding a legendary piece of treasure. Of course, finding this treasure proves difficult when bad guys with guns get involved. So Nate and his cohorts have to rely on their ability to shoot through the competition and beat them to the treasure. It's a well-written story, but unfortunately it's over far too soon, and the latter part of the game feels rushed. When playing at a steady pace, occasionally going off the beaten path to find hidden treasures, the game only lasts about 5 hours, maybe 6 if you really take your time. It's super short. When Naughty Dog announced this game at E3 2006, it was very clear they were headed in a new, more mature direction for Sony's next-generation console. Sony wanted a game to showcase the PlayStation 3's power, so Naughty Dog ultimately went with Uncharted's pseudo-realism that effectively portrays realistic environments along with stylized characters. This mix of art styles brings more focus to the characters instead of the environments, which is brilliant. Naughty Dog has been with PlayStation since the beginning, so it's been cool to see them mature alongside each other. Despite a sometimes inconsistent frame rate and some minor graphical glitches, the visual presentation is fantastic. Environments are thriving with lush detail, and Nate's animations throughout the experience are excellent. The audio design and the music are also superb, with a memorable main theme that remains the backbone of the series. Gameplay includes linear platforming, which usually involves Nate dangling over a precipice, and then performing impossible feats of agility. When Nate isn't displaying his superhuman powers, he's also shooting goons in the face. Uncharted has a cover system, very similar to Siphon Filter or Gears of War. But there is a problem. The roll maneuver is tied to the same button used for taking cover, so sometimes when you want to roll out of danger, you'll end up taking cover when you really didn't want to, leading to frustrating deaths. Besides that problem, the gunplay is fun, and the platforming can be exhilarating, but both are pretty simple. Throughout the game, it's clear to see that Naughty Dog prioritized character design. They succeeded in laying the groundworks for the franchise by creating an enthralling experience with memorable and likable characters. Sure, the game is over far too soon and the gameplay can be a little wonky, but it's still a fun treasure hunting romp that remains one of my favorite PlayStation 3 games. If you enjoyed this review, please feel free to like it, and maybe subscribe for more 5-minute reviews in the future. Thanks, guys!